Welcome back, goblins and ghouls, and happy Wednesday. You are here for another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your hosts, Crash Fitzsight and Maxine Maxwell.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's so great to be back. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Crash, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, friend?
Oh, so great. Now that we're hanging out, we're going to have an awesome band from the Netherlands again.
Netherlands, yes.
Oh yeah, international baby. Love it.
And it's kind of funny because our last show was based in Ireland. So we're doing a European thing right now.
We are. We have a lot of international guests this season, and it's really exciting to be expanding, worldwide. So,
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's just been so awesome. So,
It has been beautiful.
All right. We'll go over the mission statement for Musicians Hangout, and then we'll bring the band up to the virtual stage. Our mission statement is to be part of a revolution, to create friendships with other artists, and build a community network to save music. Woohoo! And we are doing that worldwide, baby.
Yes. So should we bring...
Absolutely.
I was going to say, should we bring them up? So let's bring up...
Hey, guys. We have the guys.
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
What's up? How's it going, ladies?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. We're living the dream.
Good to see you again.
A bit tired.
Yes, very good to
see you again, Raph.
You might recognize him from, a few weeks ago now, from Pandemonium. Yeah. So this is another band that wanted to feature. So we get to talk about ONKT today. All right. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys. Tell us what you do in the band.
Do you want to start? Well, Rav is our singer, so he's the front guy. So I thought he would pick up. But I'm the longest member in ONKT, so I'll start. I'm Michiel. I play the drums, and we have two guitar players, and one of them was our singer, but he plays the guitar now, and Rav is our current singer. So we got Rav as the singer.
Isa playing little Chinese fireman.
Yeah,
sorry?
right.
Chinese fireman.
Chinese fireman is where you stop playing one thing and you run over and you pick up another instrument, start playing that.
Exactly.
And then
I heard it as Chinese fire drill before. So
maybe
it's called, I think they're called
fireman fire drill. Is there really a difference?
No, there's not. It's like from my neck of the woods. So I am from a very different part of the state. So I am, based in Washington State now, but I'm originally from North Dakota. So could be our name for it. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah. So you are all multi-talented in your band and can switch around the instruments. That's so cool.
Yeah, Raf actually auditioned as guitar player. And then our singer said, well, I'm having neck trouble and I want to switch for guitar. And then Raf actually thought when I called him, he got a job as a guitar player because I said, you're in the band. And he said, wow. And I said, you're the singer. So
guess what?
Also.
Yeah. And I told her, are you sure, dude? Like he said, yeah, you are the singer. And then we went, I think the first rehearsal or the second, and I tried for them because I'm the newest guy in ONKT. I just joined last year. They have been around since 2006, by the way. It's an old veteran.
Well, it makes sense. They have
almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was we were jamming, I'm trying out, with the vocals, and it was a good jam. I got 2 or 3 songs, and then Michiel was behind the drums, and he said, "Raf, you're the new singer." And I told him, dude, are you sure? He said, yeah, don't argue with me. You are the new singer. I'm telling him, dude, are you sure? I've never been only a singer for a band. I'm always either a guitar player, maybe guitar and singer, but just to be the front man. It's new. He said, "Yeah, no arguments. You are in the band." I'm like, "All right, I'm in the band."
That's
It
awesome.
was done. They bullied me into the band, so
We talked him into it. Yeah.
Peer pressure. I love that.
no, but it was fucking amazing. Like that's one of the best decisions I've made. These guys
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh, your music is so good. Like,
Thank you.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Godless is one of my favorite songs from you
Which
guys.
one?
Godless. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play that on stage. Yeah, frequent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song a lot.
All right, all right. It's pretty headbangy. Yeah. Mine
Yeah.
is Silent Witness. We did a new. I don't know if you saw that, but we did like a new re-recording of one of the songs from the new album that they had, the recent album. So I re-recorded it with my vocals, and we did a video, kind of a short video, not short, but like a semi clip or something. And
Yeah.
that is my favorite song. I chose that. I want to do a re-recording for that song. Yeah, this song is. We opened the shows with it.
oh, cool.
I love that. I could see why.
Yeah, it's pretty catchy, and that's my favorite song from ONKT. And by the way, Michiel also writes a lot of the music too. He's a drummer, but he writes maybe most of the music even.
Wow, I dig that.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I own the studio where we rehearse. It's in my barn, and we just had like a digital drum kit because our neighbors wanted like the normal drum kit. So I had the digital drum kit, and it was easy to switch it onto a computer, and just have everybody play with their earphones. So we rehearse like in a bit of a computer setting. And when we play live shows, we go to a studio to rehearse for real with the guitars and in the amps and all.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I will do my drum thingy on an acoustic drum.
Yes,
which
the
is
best.
different from what I'm used to. So.
Sweet. Oh wow, that's really cool.
I always found it like a little harder to play on an electric kit, just because you don't have the same rebound and the shock in your hands.
Yeah.
Dude, my hands always hurt more.
Yeah, I agree with you. It always seemed easier, but when I try it, it's just a whole different dynamic. And I always what's going on here? Like, why isn't my hand doing what I want? Why isn't the drum roll going as I wanted it to sound? Or my double bass, there's always something shaky. I don't know.
I feel like you can't position the pads to where you could, because I like my snare right there in between my legs. Just bang. But nope,
I always feel like bad for Michiel when we're playing. Not bad, but like I'm looking at him. He's playing those technical stuff, in the studio on the E drums, and I'm like, oh man, this takes a lot of work. Like, how are you so used to it? But he plays it like nothing, like it's easy. And I look at him like, dude, this is, how are your feet not, how are they staying in balance and staying in shape?
Yeah.
So,
I usually don't play that neat life.
What?
I usually don't play that neat life. Oh, sorry, you wanted to ask her.
What? So I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's just hanging out.
So, a couple decades ago, trying out the E-kits was totally different than now. Like, they sucked big time way back in the day when they first were coming out. They still aren't the best. They're not what I prefer, but they have come a long way.
Yeah, of course.
That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Mikal.
What do you prefer to play, Mikal? The E-kit or
the normal kit? I prefer to play a normal drum kit with the normal drums and the what do you say? Cymbals.
Cymbals.
Because the last time we were playing, I had a cymbal set up which I didn't know that was that loud, and I used it a lot. And it was only on the live performance that I was catching on that my live drum kit wasn't the same thing as the computer, because in the computer you can just set it like perfectly. And then the first time, you have to rehearse it on a normal kit, and I don't have the opportunity to drum on a normal kit at home.
Oh wow! Yeah. Oh, so
that makes me sad because my drum kit is literally set up in my living room right now.
Yeah.
And I know Maxine's is also set up in her living room right now.
Yeah.
And
Holland is like as big as New York. I think the whole country, Holland, is as big as the city, New York. And
True.
Oh.
Okay.
it's
Okay.
all looking like a city. That the thingy where we will live, Raaf lives in Amsterdam and I live in Alkmaar, and that's almost one city with everything in between and a few green fields, but it's almost all houses.
Like the same county or something, but we are considered like I'm kind of in the middle of the country. They're north, but we're still kind of very close. Like I go to them, it takes me 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
to get
wow.
to-
Oh,
Every big city
Super
is right
fast.
in the north of the Holland.
Yeah, it's very small. You can
crazy.
go from the east to the west of Holland by train. I think in 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, you finish the whole
I think
country.
wow.
Wow.
And if you see the train tracks in Holland and you compare them to America, like there are more train tracks in Holland than all over America. I think there are like 3 train tracks in
Train
America.
tracks.
That makes
Oh,
me
like,
jealous.
you're
I'm a
kidding
train-
me.
I love train, and I wish we had a better train system here. We could, and we don't.
Yeah, we'll just have.
They're getting the stupid light rail going, and that has actually kind of been impressive because, you know, it's for the working man because things are so expensive.
Right.
You just take the train, but the little train just stops like everywhere from
I
like
saw
Canada
that.
down to Oregon. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about how cool your music scene is there. Like, we're kind of jealous. Like, you guys got a rockin' music scene, especially for heavy music.
Yeah, well, actually in Holland, it's not that popular anymore. Like 20 years ago, and in the village I lived,
Really?
I grew up in Egmond aan Zee. It's like a little village, and everybody plays the guitar there. Tenminste, it's not English. I don't know the word for tenminste. But everybody plays the guitar, I know. And I was into metal when I lived in Alkmaar, and then you'll find the people that are into metal and punk, but there are not many. Everybody's into house, and everybody's into the dance scene. And actually, when we got our
when we got
our first singer, that's now the guitar player, he is from Serbia, and he said, "Well, I'd love to play in my own country if you guys are up to it." And we went to Serbia. And we played with a band called Desolation. That's a really cool metal band in Serbia.
I feel like I've heard of them.
Yeah, you must have because
you should interview them. Actually, we can talk to them.
Oh yeah, connect us with them. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
we might have though. I don't know. That name sounds really familiar. Like we had them on a long, long time ago.
Yeah, but they're really great guys. You know, we came there. We had Booker, and he sort of had things fucked up, and he couldn't book everything. So then, sorry, I couldn't say that word, maybe.
No, I just think it's funny because, that sounds like a booker.
Yeah. We came there, and we said to the drummer of the band, who actually owns a music store in Zrenjanin, that's the place we were. And there was a music festival there, and he said, "Well, I can get you in the music festival, and if you want, I can get you a few gigs, and we'll play together. I have a band." And so we set up the gigs with his band, and we got like 4 gigs in 2 weeks or something, and that's really cool contact to have. And they actually came here to Holland, and they wanted to come a second time, but the last time they couldn't get here because the 2 guys that are new in the band still had to have the jobs they had. So
stupid jobs. Always.
Always.
So actually, to recap on Michiel also, we were talking the other day, me and a couple of friends of mine, that even Amsterdam is not considered, like people would think that Amsterdam has a lot of metal bands and stuff like that. It doesn't. It's really, they have some punk, but it's really more of a rave, dance, house type city.
Yeah.
It's really,
I mean, no offense to like rave and dance and EDM or anything, but
each
it just seems like it's really swallowed the world. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%,
Yeah, but it's also some sort of Dutch heritage, or it has its hoe zeg je oorsprong, Raaf?
Yeah, origin.
Yeah. It's origin, I think, in Holland with the DJs and like the first bass.
What's his name? Van Dijk.
A lot of most DJs and big DJs were from Holland that time. So
Paul Van Dijk, was his name Paul Van Dijk, right?
I don't know. I'm not. My brother he knows everything about all the house. He's like the turntable guy himself, but
It's a big
I don't
scene, yeah,
know.
the dance and rave and stuff. Actually, the other day, funny enough, the other day we were jamming with my other band, Anomic. I was at the studio here at the Jam Studios in Amsterdam, and we went out, talking in a break and stuff. And then there's a fucking band coming from the studio, also coming out, long hair people wearing like death metal bands, and I'm like,
All
oh,
that kind of people.
who the fuck are those? And I'm talking to them, who are you guys? They said, yeah, we are based in Amsterdam and Almere. We are called Cult of Carnage. And I'm like, I never heard of you. Like, you live in Amsterdam? They said, yeah, half of us. That's like, oh my, we found each other like it was like a marriage. Like, we're soulmates. He said, you're in Amsterdam. I'm like, yeah, me too. Oh my God. Like, we're both from Amsterdam. It's hard to find bands from Amsterdam. Yeah,
You're like, we got to book a show.
Right?
Yeah. We actually played in Amsterdam a few times.
Indeed, yeah, this is a good band.
I was
I'm
going
looking
to
at
ask
something now. Cult of Courage. Okay.
Of Carnage.
Of Carnage.
Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Cult of
And I just realized, Roth, that you are wearing a Carcass shirt. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell
nice.
yes. I love Carcass.
Ah,
Okay,
nice.
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm.
Oh, Nana's Plague. Nice.
Those are friends of ONKT, by the way. They Michiel knows the guys, and they're close friends also.
Are they on YouTube?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are all over the internet. I think
They played with Meshuggah, I think, right? At some point or not?
Oh my God, I would
No, that's
love,
us.
I would
No,
die to
you
play with
mistaken it.
Meshuggah.
We don't play with Meshuggah.
ONKT played with Meshuggah, yeah.
No,
But Manus Plague, they played with a big band also, didn't
They
they?
played with ONKT.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
No, I didn't play with Meshuggah. I wish. I played with Peter Nordin, the former bass player of Meshuggah.
Oh,
And at that time, there was a guitar player who was writing his own mix, Fredrik Tornedal, and he went timely out of Meshuggah and was replaced by Per Nilsson. And that's a good friend of Peter. And I went to Sweden on the day that Per Nilsson was there also. So I actually had a jam with two Meshuggah members.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's really
gosh.
stupid music because there was a quiz with a party and some people wanted to guess like top 40 songs, and they were all singing REM and all that kind of shit. But you don't see that on the photo. The photo is of me and Peter and Per Nilsson. And me behind.
Dude, that's fuck yes.
that's a great story.
Yeah. Michiel is like the biggest, like really not joking, the biggest Meshuggah fan on the planet. Like if you go to Sweden,
I
Yeah,
only
like-
wear Meshuggah shirts, actually. Yeah.
the whole band, ONKT, is kind of inspired by Meshuggah, by the way. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a huge Devil Driver fan myself.
Oh, nice.
I don't
nice.
know.
I like them.
Yeah, I
Driver
don't-
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil
Oh
Driver
yeah, I actually
Yeah, that's got those fancy.
Oh, killer.
Nice.
And I've got
Who's-
Metallica.
she's got
Oh.
Metallica.
Okay, we're gonna skip now.
Dude, I love that.
Nice.
Meep. Meep.
I've got
Oh, yeah.
Meshuggah
See?
and,
Oh yeah, okay, he wins.
all
Like
the albums.
Yeah.
And I've got the Fredrik
he's got
Tornedal.
some Meshuggah sleeve going on. My goodness.
Yeah, whole sleeve. Yeah.
Holy.
Dude, that is. I love that. 33. Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, Michiel is a tattoo artist too. He has his own
Nice.
tattoo shop in his life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No wonder you got the best ink. That's great.
I didn't do this myself.
No, I bet not. Like
Well,
it's hard.
well,
I feel like it's harder to give yourself tattoos than it is other people.
mhm.
I actually did a few lines on my tattoo on my knee I just got, but it's really hard to concentrate if you're
Did you say
feeling
your knee?
yeah, on my knee,
Oh,
because it's a really difficult place to hold
That's
still
cheap.
for
Yeah.
another artist. So if you want your kneecap to be tattooed, you must do it yourself because it's undoable for an artist. Like it's
Huh.
wobbly
I'm
and
gonna have to keep
really
that in
painful.
mind if I ever tattoo somebody's kneecap. And
Yeah, don't
usually
you think?
I dabble.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm licensed in the state of Washington as a tattoo artist.
Yeah, cool.
I did body piercing. So
She's a piercer.
Yep.
Cool. You should work together. We have a piercer and
You know, Crash, you don't have a kneecap on your one knee, so you could like totally get it
No.
tattoo
but
there.
I think all the how do you say zenuwen? All the nerves are there.
Yeah, they're just right there.
It's about the
They had
nerves,
to
not
take
about
out my
the-
kneecap And it's weird. People always they think that just because you take a kneecap out that you can't walk, and no, that's not true.
I
and
was
she's
still
Like
like
a
it.
shield.
How I
I've
learned
seen
it.
run. We had to run from something.
Yes.
So
But you can't sit on your knees, I think.
I can't. I have a bony province that they had to move some bones around because my knee has been completely like renovated. Just
But didn't you
renovated.
have to relearn how to drum then?
Yes. I had to relearn how to do everything.
Jesus, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
But
I had a severe epileptic seizure, and it was with me. It was the opposite. I remembered only my name, and I thought I was like 14 years old. And then I
Oh,
looked in the mirror, and it was like this old dude, this old dude.
Oh,
And then I remembered that I played guitar when I walked in my living room and saw the guitars. And then I remembered I was in a band and I could play the drums, but I didn't know if I could still do that because I forgot all the shit. And the thing that you train in your motoric, I don't know,
muscle memory.
memory exactly, that's still there because it's not in your brain; it's in your muscle memory.
yeah.
So when I could
Musical
play the
state.
guitar, and I was looking at my fingers like from wow, that I could do it. And I could play all the songs from ONKT, and we tried to have a gig because we had like 3 gigs that month to do, and
March.
I just got sick, and I just got a little bit of my memory back, and we tried to do it, but the first time I got too sick to go on stage, and the second
Oh.
time I was there, and I knew how to drum, but I could not remember how to set up things and where things go. So
Oh.
I didn't know what went where, and I was lost in everything. I didn't know where my sticks would go, and really stupid things.
Yeah.
So, but we
That
played
is
one
incredible.
really good show.
Yeah, we had 3 shows in March, and we canceled 2 and played 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really
Well, I'm
cool.
glad you're better. You're better now, right?
Yeah, I'm a lot
We
better
just
now.
played a show recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Couple of-
that I'm a lot better on the drums, but I'm not all that healthy in my normal being a teacher. I normally teach at a school, and I have my own tattoo shop. And actually, I can.
He's a teacher too. Maxine
Oh,
teaches.
Yeah.
Everybody's a teacher. Are you also a tattoo artist or not?
I'm gonna
No,
teach
she's a
some.
piercer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a piercer. Yeah, my girlfriend is a piercer of the tattoo
I
shop.
did piercing back in college while I was getting my degree to be a high school art teacher. So I teach art now at a high school, and
Oh wow, that's really cool.
yeah,
Really
it's
guitar.
very cool. Like being a musician and teaching art, it's a dream come true.
What kind of art do you teach?
I teach all kinds of mediums: painting, drawing,
Really?
sketch, ceramic,
Ceramic.
pottery, multimedia. So a little bit of everything.
I have a painting.
I didn't know that you did multimedia. That's badass.
Yes.
It's backwards, then. You got to go up.
Yeah, it's
Up
backwards.
Up, Michiel. Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm sorry. I just got letters in my screen.
It's okay.
sorry. I shall try. I got one painting, so I'm really proud of it.
I can't wait to see. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that is damn amazing.
love that.
Holy shit.
But that's the only one in my 48 years of living. So
Oh my
You're
god.
only
must be a second
48?
one, I think.
Oh, A plus.
Yeah, I'm 48. I'm the grandpa of the band, actually.
Yeah.
I'm literally older than you.
No,
Really? Yeah,
I'm 51.
oh wow.
No, you
That's
look
nice.
great.
You look
Thank
great.
you. It's
You
all the
really do.
drumming.
It is
Yeah, it
drumming. Drumming
And
keeps
healthy.
you young. It does. It does.
Young spirit.
Well, guys, I was going to ask you about the history of ONKT. Like, how did ONKT get established?
I would like to know how you got the name ONKT.
Right? That's a
Well,
good
yeah, that's from the village I told you about. I grew up in Egmond aan Zee, and that's like a dialect from Egmond aan Zee. When you call your dog, you call it an onkt. Jullie gaan omkijken laten. I'm going to walk my dog. So, like onkt is dog, and we thought it was. There was a guy from Egmond aan Zee, Raymond Visser. He's a really cool guitar player there. and he said, just as a joke, ONKT. When I said we need a short name that everybody knows what it means, and and he said ONKT as a joke, and I said, yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
And he was like, no, we're not playing in a band called ONKT, but yeah, we were.
And now you are.
You are now.
There's nobody that knows where ONKT stands for.
And Raymond is not in the band anymore, so go figure.
No, he's not.
Well,
Actually, we have a lot of
yes,
ex-members.
handle it.
I
Yeah.
think our ex-members could join and make like two or three
bands probably. Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude,
But the
crazy.
bassist,
I actually joined the band for a while. I stayed with them for a few months, and every time I think to myself, like, I need to ask the guys, what does ONKT mean? So many people are asking me, what does the band name mean? I'm like, I don't know, man. I think some philosophical thing, because they talk about chaos and they talk about, paradigm shifts, stuff like that. So I went to the band, I'm asking, guys, what does ONKT mean? I'm being asked. There's a dog. I'm like, oh my God, people, it's philosophy and chaos.
I'm gonna go to my ONKT right here.
Yeah. You couch potato. Oh my God, it's my buddy.
Oh, he's cool.
Oh,
He's
sleeping.
my old.
I only see his eyebrows, but he knows this is about him.
Yeah.
His nose got really white. Hi, buddy.
Yeah,
Boo Boos.
he's getting gray. He's old.
How
He
old
is
is he?
getting gray.
He's out. Hey, buddy. Hi.
He's like,
But
leave me
it's all
alone.
over the riser, so this is the right
He's
thing to
out.
do.
Yeah, he's out.
But where's your chaotic child, though?
Buster, come here. Oh, I guess they're both tired. Guess he's not very chaotic today, which is kind of strange.
That is
Buster,
strange.
come here.
Or he's insulted by the name ONKT.
He is an uncle. Oh, I busted boo.
No, you're a doggy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Buster.
Buster. Hey, Buster.
I have Buster and Buddy.
Buddy and Buster. Don't they confuse each other's names?
No.
They should have a sitcom together.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and
They
you can
do.
use music from ONKT to go beneath it. You know?
Oh my God, yes.
Soundtrack for
Well,
them.
he really
you
likes
start?
heavy metal. He loves Soulfly. Like his favorite band. Like when Soulfly comes on,
Oh,
he gets
really?
excited. Yes.
Oh, wow. You metal dude.
He is a metal dude. Yeah. Oh.
Now we woke him up.
Hello.
Yeah. Now it's the joint.
Aw.
Yeah.
Are we talking about you?
We finally got an interview with a real ONKT.
Yes. Real uncle.
Oh, sorry, he ran away again when I said
I did. They're so tired. I was out late last night, so I chaperoned the prom and came home late, midnight, and they, I guess, were waiting up for me, so they're tired.
Okay. But you
Good.
chaperoned the prom, you say?
What was that?
You chaperoned the prom, you say?
Yeah, so high school teacher, I got wrangled into chaperoning, watching the prom, making sure everybody was safe.
Okay.
It was fun.
Could you slip in some Sugar Pantera there? Or
Oh man, I wish. It's all like
you can do it.
Like
I don't
the,
know.
Probably not EDM. Ugh.
the whole catalog, any of the DJs that play the high school dances, it's like early 2000s dance music. It's not even current. It's like it's like stuff we would have heard in the clubs like way back, like what?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
in 20 years on your school, they will be doing the thing that they're doing in Honda.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what they would prefer. Yeah, they would. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the norm.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
You need
Well,
some like technical
I so dig knowing what UNKT means now because I'm a dog person. I love them. Okay.
No, we got diehard fan, dude. It's good that you named your band ONKT. We
Yeah.
have
I love that. Yes.
we're gonna be famous over there.
I can't wait to be famous with a name like ONKT.
Right? Are people
No,
going
hopefully
to
know.
we'll do shows in the States. I hope, like one day, maybe we can talk to the ladies.
That would be so cool. Yes.
That would be
Love to
fucking
have you
rad.
guys come over this way. That would be great. We have a
Was-
really cool music scene over here in the Seattle area. It's awesome.
Do you
We
have
do.
now like heavy bands?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
They
had
just aren't famous. They're not famous, they're just local bands that nobody's heard of. But oh yeah. We had
I know
some
that you
pretty
guys had
gnarly bands.
Sanctuary and Nevermore, I think, right? The World Dane was from there. Or
Sanctuary?
Sanctuary?
Actually, yeah, I actually knew one of the band members for Sanctuary.
Which one?
Brad.
Which one is Brad? What does he do?
He
I
was a
forgot.
guitar player.
Oh, okay. They are from Seattle, though, right? Like, I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes, they are.
Nevermore, Warhol also started Nevermore.
Nevermore. I don't know anybody personally in the band, but
They're coming back now. Jeff Loomis is putting the band back together.
oh yeah, I
so,
forgot about Loomis.
yeah.
I do know him.
Yeah,
I
you do
forgot
know him?
about this. Yes, I know
I was
Loomis.
gonna say, you know everyone. She knows everyone. Like
Oh.
seriously.
Raaf knows
Friends
the
on
rest.
Facebook too.
It's awesome.
She knows
Yeah.
everybody, but Raaf knows the world. Like
Yeah.
we got Raaf in the band, and actually our fan base like tripled or something. And
What? So that's
See?
great.
Well, I mean, because I lived in different countries, I have friends in Egypt and Syria and Lebanon and Dubai and like different places that I lived in. So yeah, I got a big, like wide range of not following per se, but like friendships and
Like,
Oh yeah.
gigs
You
and
really
stuff
have a
like
great
that.
network. We call that
Yeah.
networking here.
Network,
Yeah, it's important for the music, and in Holland
Sure.
we sort of lost that, And in Serbia we found it again, but yeah, Serbia is like far away,
Far
and
away.
we have contact.
Yeah, but the one
yeah.
cool thing about Europe is you can be in like 15 different countries in
That's
like
true. Yeah,
a
In
couple
one day.
hours.
yeah,
'Cause-
that's true. Yeah.
You can.
so,
If you have
No, actually, because Belgium and Germany, like if you go to West Germany, it takes you literally with the bus probably 3 hours. You would be in
Pretty much
Dortmund or Düsseldorf or something from Amsterdam, which is completely to the west, like almost all the way west. And
and you actually have fast trains, and you have actually.
yeah, you guys need to be going to Germany.
yeah.
We went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Germany a few times, but close
I
to
would
the
think
Holland.
Germany would have like just the most chaotic, just metal scene that.
Yeah. It's the craziest
Well,
scene, at least to my knowledge.
When I was in a punk band in my puberty, there was like this village in Düsseldorf, like old punk, and we played there, and that was a really nice scene. Well, everybody helping each other out, and but really almost only punk. And I think we played with ONKT in Germany also, but I can't remember. That's the epileptic thing. But I think we played in. Weet jij dat misschien? Of in Duitsland gespeeld hebben? Ja.
Gotta ask
played-
Mom. She knows. See.
Yeah, I'm asking my memory, my wife.
Yes. Love it.
But 2
You
times
think-
in Belgium for sure.
You played in Germany with ONKT?
I think once, but
Okay.
we played 2 times in Belgium, and actually
cool.
we would have played in England, but that didn't go.
Okay.
I just don't see England as a big metal kind of country. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Well, they have like
I would
some
think
really
punk rock for sure.
and old school stuff like the Maiden and Priest and the Sabbath and all.
they have actually hardcore
Aussie.
ska. That's
Yeah,
more
the new
like
wave of British heavy metal is huge.
yeah.
Hmm.
But it's different from the
Eccentric.
metal. Sorry.
What? You're talking to me?
No, I thought that I must now search for your name, Crash First Flight.
Oh, whoa.
I thought you were saying something because your mouth was moving.
Oh, I said that I stand corrected about England and their metal scene.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
They
it
have,
was
again, but
pretty
they have
cool.
some black and death also, but they lack the thrash. That's what because I've been always like going into
That's my
the
favorite
research.
kind of metal too. Is just thrash metal.
They don't have much. They have like a couple of bands like Onslaught, like Zentrix. They used to have Slammer, They had a few good bands, but yeah, they're not known for the thrash scene. No, more of the old school new wave of British heavy metal. You have those bands, the speed and the clean singing, and yeah.
That's what
But
I
it's a
do.
good scene. It's a good scene.
Mikhail, how do you feel about blast beat?
Blast beat. I can't myself. I can't do it, and I don't really like it. I know some people.
I don't either.
There's like a band we played with a lot. That's Bloyd, I think. That the blast beat.
Bloyd, yeah.
Yeah, and this drummer has a really cool technique, and he's really technical, and he doesn't make any mistakes. He doesn't allow himself to breathe out of the rhythm, if I may. But he's just I don't like the fast blast beats in the. I like the thing that it goes like the breakdown. I mostly like the slow breakdowns in music, that sets you on your place, and you have to listen because it sweeps you off your normal. I don't know how to tell you, but you feel it if you feel it.
Yeah.
Breakdown.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our songs are mostly breakdowns with where usually is the breakdown. We have some sort of normal music in between, so you can relate. Oh, it's still music.
Yeah, you used to have some fast songs though. Like they had a song called "Bother" in the old EP that they had, Equilibrium, and they used to close with the song like on stage all the time, and people would request that. So when I joined the band, we played it in that show that we didn't cancel, and then the last show we played, also Michiel was on drums a couple of weeks ago. We didn't have it on the set because it's fast, it's really thrashy, and it has like a very fast part. And we took it out of the set list, and then someone from the crowd actually asked for it, like they wanted it. Play Bother, play Bother. So we played it at the end. Yeah, so people like the fast stuff that you did.
Oh yeah.
I'm always trying to push them to do a little bit of fast songs, because like he's saying, most of the songs are usually the Meshuggah type, the headbangy, grimy, doomy but not doomy, that
You call it chuggy.
Chuggy, I always tell them just include some more fast stuff, man. Just put some more fast stuff with the new album. So we'll see.
Oh, cool. So the new album is in the works.
Yeah,
we have a new song on the computer, and
the other day
to play it because I played it on the guitar, and I have to still do it in front of the camera so the guitar players know what to play. But Raf got a text from me, I think, like half a year ago, and I said, make this fit to the thingy.
Yeah, the lyrics and the music. So we're working on it.
Time to do it or something. But we're waiting on Raf to make it.
We will do. We'll finish it very soon. Yeah. So the new album, will be. Hopefully, we'll start recording like soon. I'm hoping, at least the single.
That's nice. That's awesome. Is your timeline release like this year or next year, you think, or you don't have a timeline
We
right
don't look at timelines since my.
I don't blame you. I understand.
Yeah, it all depended on if I got my memory back and if I got.
Right now, that's incredible that you've been playing shows after an epileptic seizure.
Yeah,
You're pretty badass.
The only thing I had that was left in the brain. The music was in my motoric memory, muscle memory, and not in my brain. So all the other shit I lost.
Yeah.
That's still incredible because you still need your brain to think about, okay, if they call out like Godless, play Godless, and then you have to think, okay, how does Godless go again?
Yeah, that actually happened with him. That was our main problem, that he mixed up like 2 or 3 songs, the intros to 2 or 3 songs. He would mix them up.
I lost the last 10 years of my memory, and we're playing it on since I think 2006 or something. So I had like the stupid click breakdowns. I would hit my sticks 4 times to let the guitarist know that it was starting again. And then Ish, our current guitarist, who was the singer, he said that's one thing you did like 10 years ago before that guitarist left. You did it for Alex, and Alex left the band. So you don't do that anymore for 10 years now. And I lost the 10 years, so I was doing that sort of stupid thing. So all the muscle memory is there, but all the connections in how do you say, all the things you
the synapses and
Yeah.
No, this is what you when you say we'll make eye contact and then you begin, or you begin after this solo, or all the
Oh,
cognitive stuff we do in the music.
Gotcha,
like,
gotcha, gotcha.
yeah,
All the
that's all
cues.
gone. All the
Yeah.
cognitive
Oh,
shit is gone.
well,
But in the last show, you did not make any mistake, like in terms of mixing up the songs. You didn't
Only
mix
big
Serenity,
mistake, no.
Godless, nothing. It was very smooth, actually.
that's
Yeah.
good. When
Yeah.
you do mix up a song, do you guys just go with it? You're like, well, he's playing that one, we'll do that, or do you like?
No, we
No, we have click tracks. Yeah,
Okay.
and
yeah,
we
we have
actually
set
play
list,
with
yeah.
a
Okay.
click track now. We started playing with a click track because actually I lost my ability to drum the first few shows. So Isaac made a computer with a drum recording. So if I couldn't make it at the last moment, he could switch it out for a drum computer and
Okay.
make the stage fill up with lots of smoke, and then they could play without the drum. So they did
just
it
We
2
hide,
times.
we hide
and
drum,
make it.
drum kit.
And actually, the last time we played with the computer on in the monitor, and we thought it was only in the monitor, but it was also in the sound of
For the
the
crowd.
venue.
Oh,
Then you heard my drum kit and the computer drum kit, but it
For
was
the same.
practically synchroned. So it's really
But it was pretty fucking tight. That's
yeah.
amazing. It was amazing. I did not know even that it was out. Like it would have people were hearing the drums. I did not know that. I thought it was in our in ear only.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just really in time the whole time.
Good.
He didn't. Yeah.
nice. I hate
This,
playing a quick track.
Yeah, when you have that loop and that.
Yeah, I thought I was hating click tracks, but I really like it now because I have the epileptic uncertainty of not knowing for certain if I know how a song goes, and if I think about it, I lose it. So I have to, how do you say, concentrate on not
Yeah.
being stressed or something, and
Yeah.
that's impossible to do. And with the
Song helps
stupid
you out.
song in my ear, I can just know for certain that the thing I was doing was also on the tape. So yeah, and I didn't know, but I like playing with the click track because sometimes when you're a drummer, you have to know that everything that goes wrong in tempo is your fault. And again,
Right.
if the guitarists are going faster or slower, and you say you're going faster or slower, they'll say it's your fault. You're the drummer.
it is. Yeah.
And
Oh,
now-
it's always
now we're
my
playing with
fault.
the click track.
I know I am a fast drummer, and like I get excited when we play shows, so it just seems like our songs go a little bit faster.
No,
So,
they actually did with
Yeah.
me.
My
Yeah.
husband and I are a two-piece, so there's no one to, try to mask if I mess up, and we do loops. So he'll do different looping and layering during our live performance, and I have to make sure that I don't mess up so that doesn't get out of place. And I usually do spot on. I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, there's no room for mistake with that, because sometimes when you're in a full piece band, they can cover for you, if you miss a beat. But when you're stripped down and you're two people, it's a lot harder to
Yeah,
cover.
I also have a lot of samples that I was hitting on a sample pad, and I just got bigger samples and more samples in songs. So I had now a sample pad with 9 pads on it, and that's like a complete drum
that's a
set
whole
next to
drum
it.
kit right there.
All the timing of the samples were like impossible to do because they're just before a count in or just before this or that. I couldn't play it in time because it has to load in or something. So that was really difficult.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
when I had the seizure, then Isaac put everything in a computer, and now the backtrack does all the samples, and it's the first time that the audience hears the samples, because sometimes a sound engineer just thinks, oh, he's got a sample pad, that's for the intro, and we have an intro, and then he will shut it down, and I'm hitting all the sample pads, and I'm really my ass off to know how to do the motoric thingy, and I ask, how was it with the samples, and they say, what samples?
We didn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So now we have it on the backing track, and I play with a click track, but I really love it. It's really helping me.
I like the click. It keeps the band tight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
the click.
sure.
It gives me the certainty to perform it.
I just, as a drummer, I'm just not fond of it because
You're a wild horse, Crash. You just
yeah.
Well, and I understand.
2,000 miles an hour.
A little more natural. You can feel more
Yeah, yeah.
natural with without it.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're not
Yeah.
hindered by the click track. Absolutely.
I
When you are,
myself have a tendency to speed up also, and especially when I'm live, I get thrills, like and I
yeah,
want to play faster. So
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Me
I
too.
really
Oh, me too. Like if we have a 45-minute set, it's going to be done in 30 minutes because
20 minutes. Yeah,
But also, when I was in the punk band, it was actually the way to go. But they said, "How fast can you drum this?" And I was at my fastest. And yeah, when you play it loads of times, you get faster and faster. And
Mhm.
like that's the thing in punk. It's really good. It's really fast.
yeah.
So
Fast and nasty. Yeah,
that's where the tendency to speed up comes from. So that's why I
yeah.
like the click track also. But mostly I
Sure,
like it because
I
it
get
helps
that.
me keep it
I
on
get
keep it
that.
on memory track.
Keep you wrangled up. Just
Yeah.
I wanted to mention, Mikhail, that it's very resilient of you to continue as a musician. Good for you for not being like, oh, well, I hit this hard, time and I'm going to hang it up. Like this is keeping you going.
Yeah, well, it's a
mentally,
really
physically.
difficult sickness because it's you can see it out on the outside that I'm sick, So I went sick for like I think this was my fourth seizure, and I have it for 7 years now. I think no, I don't know. So see, I don't know, but I do lots of things, and yeah, I forget lots of things. But I have a really nice wife that keeps me on track. But I really love to draw, so I have my own tattoo studio here, and I really love to make music, so I have my own music studio, and I really love to paint, so I'm switching my barn out to be like sort of airbrush and
Art
painting
studio.
studio.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I
In my
love
house,
that.
I have three really good opportunities to keep myself occupied
Yeah.
for nights.
That's
But on the other side, I still teach for the 3 days. I'm actually now in sickness because of the seizures. I cannot do anything with being how do you say verantwoordelijk? Responsible for all the kids. But I can be
Right.
responsible if I get a seizure and I walk the kids through traffic or something. Yeah. You
Oh,
see,
Are you on
see,
medications for the seizures?
yeah. I got loads of pills.
Oh, I'm sure
I've
you
never
do.
been. Never been this stoned in my life, and it's not my
Oh.
job.
I mean, it's funny,
Actually,
but that sucks. But
you can smoke. You can smoke in Holland, and I started to smoke in my puberty, and it got me relaxed, and I could learn all my shit in school, and I didn't know why. All my friends got their lazy eyes, like talk like this, and I was like getting awake from it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I went through all my studies like it, and now I learned that with your ADHD and all the things you do, that's the thing that you can relax on, and then that's actually the way that your thoughts can be in one line for a bit of time
yeah, we
without you
usually
thinking
don't have band practice until uh, I call it praying to Jesus. When
Say what did you say?
I call medicating praying to Jesus.
yes.
I need to go pray
praying
to
to Jesus.
Jesus.
I
And then
thought
when I come
this
back,
was
I'm
really
nice
related.
and good.
Now I
Let's
get why
get ready
everybody's
to
talking
go.
about places there. Thank
But
you.
yeah, and my brain works too fast. I have ADHD also. So
Yeah.
How do
it's
you deal with it?
definitely,
You medicate also?
I pray to Jesus.
All right. The green Jesus?
Yes.
I
That would be
didn't
the
know that
guy.
name back in America. I
That would
thought
be
I
that
was
guy.
believing.
It's not legalized yet in Seattle, or is it?
It is. Yeah. It
Oh
is.
yeah, it is. Like
Yeah. And
I
not
go to a
everywhere,
store to go.
not everywhere in the States is it, but
Yeah, I
our
know.
state, yes.
And you're still okay. All right.
Yeah, there's several states, maybe even a dozen states now that are legalized,
Yeah.
but not everywhere in the States.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been
Mhm.
watching like people like Bill Maher and those people talking about it, but I forgot which states indeed legalized.
Oh yeah,
Colorado was the very first one, and then Washington was right there with them, like within like a week or so. Just
Yeah.
like, yep.
All
When
right.
I was like 16 years old, I was one head bigger than my older brother, and my older brother was in the coffee shop when he was 18 because you were allowed in the coffee shop at 18 in Holland.
The coffee
And
shop
then
is where you sell this stuff that we call
Yeah,
the coffee
I
shop.
figured.
the coffee shop. Yeah. So I went into the coffee shop at 16, and I said, "Hey, my little brother," and he said, "Hey, big brother," and they actually gave me coffee, and I smoked there for 2 years already. And then I actually went there on my 18th birthday to celebrate my 18th birthday, and they were really pissed that I was there already for 2 years. And I said, "Yeah, well, you
Coming
gotta
here
ask me
for
for
years.
because you have to ask for the ID in Holland,
Oh my goodness.
Cold
Tricked them
coffee.
for 2 years. It's their fault if they
It
couldn't
is.
see it for
It
2 years.
is.
It's
For
not
2
on them.
years. Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's been good stories with you guys. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, ONKT has a lot of fun stories. If you sit also with the other guys, you
I
would
love
think that they would come.
See, and
Yeah.
yeah, I bet you guys have like the best camaraderie during band practice ever. I
It's
feel
just
like
Yeah, we do.
lame
But
ass
that's
jokes.
the whole basis of the band. We try to see if people fit together. It's not about the music. It's about the connection in the
family.
same.
You are making a family.
Yeah.
It's a chemistry, and we
Yeah,
all
sure.
just laugh at each other. We have no like
But
limits.
I don't really know Raaf personally that much or something, and I don't know. Now I have to say, I can't even remember his name because that's my epilepsy. I want to call it.
Jordi.
Yeah.
Jordi, thank you. I know Rob and I know Ish because they're long in the band, Jordi just joined when Raaf joined. I think Jordi was in there a week before you came.
Yeah,
So-
and those times we were auditioning at the same time.
And I lose that name all the time, man. I can't tell Jordi that. I think he's going to see this interview.
He will
Well,
be facing reality with this.
But I don't know Jordi that well. I know he's always hungry when he gets here. So I sometimes have food ready or something.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
we click on a personal level. It's important that you know how to communicate, and
Yes.
and within 5 minutes if someone knows how to communicate on your level of music
Mhm.
making.
Yeah.
And
That
with
is
Raaf,
really
also with Jordi, we instantly knew we know the same things, and we set the same. I don't know boundaries, but we know how to think in the same blocks or something.
Right.
We have also, it's important, at least in my opinion, it's important to have like the same. If you have a dark sense of humor in some way,
Yes.
but you all need to
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
Because
Cool,
if
yeah.
someone isn't that,
Hmm.
used to it, they would be pissed off. They would think it's
Right.
being
Yeah.
bullied. Something. They don't know that it's just how we treat each other. Like I'm the shortest guy in the band, so they bully me with that. Michiel is the oldest dude in the band. We bully him with that. So we just do that. We joke like that with each other. So without any, there's no hard feelings or nothing. We just say it. Like I'm on the mic. Like,
I really like it. If we have the group app, we do everything in a group app in English.
Yeah, for
all-
me, they do it all for me because I understand Dutch, but it's easier for me to speak in English, and they're all Dutch, but they speak in English for me. So
But it's all the group hugs and the kisses and the hearts. And sometimes my students stand next to me, and they see me type in English with all sorts of guys and doing all the hearts and the kisses.
hearts and stuff, yeah. Like,
And I don't know what they're saying about me. But I really like that. Yeah, it's the mystery around Michiel.
That's awesome because you guys are so dark on with your music, and then to
Yeah, we're all puppies. Well,
yeah.
Teddy bears, all of us, yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
I think most of the band members we know from bands like the people from Menace Plague, they're also really cool guys, and they'll make time for you, and they'll hoe zeg je dat? Hebben iets voor elkaar over. They do stuff for each other. They don't depend on each other, but you can rely on each other. That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
My English is also fucked up, I think.
That's okay.
You
You are doing great.
The hardest words, and you just forgot rely. Your English is
awesome. Don't be hard on yourself. You're doing
I wouldn't have, unless you told us that you had epileptic seizures, I would have never known.
No. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
That's also the problem with epilepsy. It's like the invisible sickness, you know. The only
Yeah.
one that's really
Yeah.
bothered by the fucked up in my head and the not understanding people and not gonna concentrate on any sentence. That's like, yeah, it's all in my
So
head.
you
So
have
nobody.
dysphagia.
Yeah, but also loads of people are really annoyed by the fact I can't remember things they said to me, or I can't remember their name, or I can't remember that we had like an agreement on work things or something that I should have done, or and I have to write everything down. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you write
See,
fucking
I just feel
everything
like
down.
those just aren't the good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's also to do with the mindset of how teaching goes in Holland. Now schools are now like sort of educating machines, and if you don't fit in, you don't fit in. And I'm for special education, and even there, they try to fit a profile over everybody, and it's the school was meant for people who don't fit the profile, and now we have them fitting in a profile they could fit in, and us as a teacher just
Yikes.
explaining to mothers and fathers who know their son or daughter has a problem that they don't fit in the system, and they sit in front of you. They say, "We know. That's why they're at your school."
Right.
And
We
yeah,
know we have a misfit. You're a
Oh,
misfit. Help my misfit.
yeah.
that's the
Wow.
system. It's like
Frustrating.
all the yeah. It's too big a problem to just explain now. But if I keep it short, it's like really big businesses owning schools and just want profit. You know,
I get you.
yeah. And profit is made by less money in, more money out.
Yep.
So
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
most that fucks up your quality of education.
Oh goodness. It does. It does. Oh yes. I see that here too.
And
Yeah.
not a bit. It fucks
That
it
is
up a lot.
so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not an educator. You guys are way more passionate about education and educating the young. But
Yeah, well, I get less and less passionate about education. I,
uh,
I
Oh,
don't
that's
I don't like the system anymore. I was really a passionate guy helping my
yeah,
kids.
so it's not the teaching that you don't love, it's the system in the way that you have to teach.
I always tell people about my kids, and I think I have children, but I don't have children.
oh my
But
gosh. Same.
That's
I
like
think if you
her.
you don't want children.
I get it.
If you start teaching at a young age, and there are so many children that
There are. Yeah.
you love, but you don't want to have.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Glad that we connected.
That,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raf, for getting us, connected with Mikkel. And I do have to warn everybody, we have 2 more minutes. So it went by.
I'm at 57 right now, so we got like less than a minute.
We should play our music the last 2 minutes.
Well, how about you guys tell our followers where to follow you?
Yeah, it's like ONKT.nl. So ONKT.nl from Netherlands.
That's our website. And then we have our socials, Bandcamp, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, the whole thing. But we
The
have a website.
Musicians Hangout is subscribed to Onk's band page.
Yes.
Yeah, please do. We're on Instagram.
Like sugar, you'll like Onkt.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a big step, Raf. But thank you.
No,
I
no,
see
no,
that
no.
as a
That's true,
compliment.
man. Yeah,
Thanks for the
that's the
compliment.
now. Yeah.
And see,
Yeah,
look, it
that's
says
I've got a tattoo on my chest. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's
oh my God, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
That's so cool.
All right, guys, we got
I'm the only guy that has a Meshuggah tattoo and an Onk tattoo on one body.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh.
Casual.
You guys,
Okay.
we have to be connected. We have to have you back on. Let's promote your
Yeah,
album
thanks for having us.
when we're ready. And yeah, we'll stay connected. You guys are great.
You
Cool. Thank you.
ladies are amazing, and we will stay in touch. And we
Oh,
will
Yeah,
make
yeah.
more
definitely.
stuff as we go.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Thanks
guys,
again.
we got to take us out, and it's been a pleasure. Let's
Oh.
go.
You know the song? Oh, there's the song.
Stay safe, everyone. Keep rocking. We love you. Thanks for